In today's video, the focus is on the rising trend of home prices. Despite predictions of market stabilization, home prices continue to climb, creating challenges for buyers while giving sellers significant advantages. This video will explore the factors driving this trend and how it impacts both buyers and sellers. By the end of the video, you'll have a clearer understanding of why prices remain high and how to navigate the real estate market in 2024. 1. Low housing supply and its causes. One major reason for rising prices is the shortage of homes for sale. This is happening for several reasons. Construction slowdown. Builders are struggling to keep up with demand, especially in popular urban areas. The slowdown is due to labor shortages, supply chain issues, and local zoning restrictions that limit the number of homes that can be built. This bottleneck in housing supply keeps prices high. Homeowners staying put. Many homeowners who secured low-interest mortgages are choosing to stay in their homes instead of selling. This results in fewer homes being listed for sale, which puts additional pressure on the limited inventory and drives prices up further. 2. Rising construction costs. The real numbers. The rising cost of building new homes is another key factor driving up home prices. Material costs. Over the past few years, the cost of essential materials like lumber, steel, and concrete has increased significantly. This is due to tariffs, supply chain disruptions, and global demand for these materials. Builders pass these costs on to homebuyers, making new homes more expensive. Labor shortages. There is also a shortage of skilled construction workers, which raises labor costs. With fewer workers available, builders face delays, which also raises the price of new homes. Permitting and regulation. In many cities, local regulations and zoning laws make it difficult and expensive to build new homes. Lengthy permitting processes and restrictions on where homes can be built add extra costs to development, further pushing up prices. 3. Interest rates. The balancing act. Mortgage interest rates, while still relatively low, have been rising. Low rates keeping demand high. For many years, low mortgage interest rates have made borrowing cheaper, encouraging more people to buy homes. Low rates have allowed buyers to afford higher-priced homes because their monthly payments remain manageable. Even though home prices are high, the low rates make these homes more accessible to buyers. Rising rates ahead. As interest rates rise in response to inflation, borrowing becomes more expensive. This can reduce buying power for some potential buyers, but many are rushing to secure homes before rates increase further, adding to the competitive pressure in the market. 4. Inflation and the real estate market. Inflation affects more than just everyday goods and services. It's also pushing up home prices. Inflation's impact on housing costs. As the cost of living rises, so do the costs associated with home building, maintenance, and financing. Higher costs for materials, labor, and utilities make homes more expensive to build and maintain, which leads to higher sale prices. Real estate as a safe investment. During times of inflation, many investors turn to real estate as a way to protect their money from losing value. This increased demand from investors puts additional pressure on the housing market, driving prices even higher, especially in competitive markets. 5. Migration trends and remote work. Shifting demand. Remote work has allowed many people to move out of expensive cities into more affordable suburban and rural areas, but this shift has had an impact on housing prices in these regions. Remote work's influence on suburban and rural markets. Many remote workers have left large urban centers in search of more affordable homes in suburban or rural areas. As a result, these areas are experiencing increased demand, which has pushed home prices higher. Areas that were once considered affordable are now becoming more expensive, as more buyers compete for a limited number of homes. Cities still holding strong. While suburban and rural areas are seeing price increases, many major cities are still in demand due to their amenities, job opportunities, and lifestyles. Prices in urban areas may have stabilized somewhat, but they remain high due to ongoing demand for city living. 6. The role of institutional investors in real estate. Institutional investors, such as real estate firms and private equity groups, are playing a larger role in the residential housing market. Investor activity in hot markets. These investors often purchase single-family homes in bulk, reducing the number of homes available for traditional buyers. By buying up large portions of the housing stock, they create additional competition in the market, driving prices up even further. Long-term rentals versus short-term gains. Many of these investors are turning homes into rental properties, further shrinking the number of homes available for sale. This trend is particularly strong in hot markets, where demand for rental properties is high, making it harder for first-time buyers or families to compete. Legislation and policy responses. Some cities and states are trying to limit investor purchases by introducing new laws and regulations, but these measures have not been widely adopted. Until more policies are in place, investor activity will likely continue to push prices higher. 7. Government policies and incentives. Governments at various levels have introduced policies to address housing affordability, but the results have been mixed. Tax incentives for first-time buyers. Some states and cities offer tax incentives, grants, or down payment assistance programs for first-time buyers. These programs are designed to make homeownership more accessible, but they have not significantly lowered overall home prices. We'll explore how these programs work and whether they're enough to offset rising costs. Affordable housing initiatives. In an effort to create more affordable housing, some cities have relaxed zoning laws or offered subsidies to developers. These efforts aim to increase the supply of affordable homes, but in many cases, demand still far exceeds supply, and prices continue to rise. For buyers, the key takeaway is that the market remains competitive, and home prices are likely to stay high for the foreseeable future. Flexibility is essential, whether that means expanding your search area, adjusting your budget, or considering homes that may need renovations. For sellers, the current market presents a good opportunity to maximize profits, but it's important to price homes appropriately to attract serious buyers. Outrow. Thank you for tuning in to this deep dive into why home prices continue to climb and what it means for both buyers and sellers. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to Journey Realty Group for more insights into the real estate market. See you in the next video.